Hey guys, welcome to my latest review here on Airdar Gaming, and this one's going to be a little bit different. It's not my normal sort of game review where we'll do gameplay and story. No. This time we're going to be talking about Nuzlocke Pokemon gameplay. Just because, in reality, I don't need to do a review really on Pokemon Yellow. It's a bit too old, and I think most of you will know kind of the story and things like that, especially if you like Pokemon. So therefore, I'm not going to do that. We're going to talk about Nuzlocke because I've just finished Pokemon Yellow, my Nuzlocke playthrough. Do go watch it. Subscribe to the channel so you get more of the videos as I release them, because we will be doing more Nuzlocke playthroughs of other Pokemon games. But oh my god, the stress levels of it is unreal. Played Pokemon games for years. Red, Blue, Yellow. Played them through, I don't know how many times I've played them through. Almost every time I went on holiday when I was younger, I'd start a new game and basically finish it by the time I got home. I didn't really like sitting on the beach or anything like that. So that was me when I was younger. But this time, I played Pokemon Yellow, and I did it as a Nuzlocke playthrough, which is the first time I've ever done it. You can go check out the rules I used, but obviously the main rule is you can only catch the first Pokemon that appears on a route, and every time one faints, it's effectively dead. You release it, you can't use it again. I used Pokemon Yellow because I thought it might be slightly easier because of all the ones you get from NPCs. But no, the stress level, especially early days, because one hit could take your characters out, and that was so stressful. I lost Pikachu, which was brilliant considering I was playing Pokemon Yellow, which was dreadful. I also lost my Charmeleon, and I had big hopes for having Charizard. I lost someone else, but I actually can't remember who it was. Clearly, they weren't that important. But I think I had quite a good team, as you can see. Not a bad team. Not a bad team by the end. I had to pick a few and make a few. There was a few. I had a big weakness to ice, so I was very worried about that on the Elite Four. And there wasn't much I could do about it. I had some other Pokemon, but I had so many birds and Rattatas that I was just like, oh my god. I think early levels, when you have to, for me, because I didn't want to have to get everyone taken out all the time, I did have to do a little bit of grinding, and if I'm honest, I didn't mind that. I always used to do that earlier stage anyway. But by the end of the game, I would usually have like legendary Pokemon, fully evolved Pokemon. So I didn't really always have to grind too much before I fought the Elite Four. But this time I did. I went from like mid 40s to mid 50s to be safe, because I was kind of like, I don't want everyone to get wiped out during the Elite Four and then me effectively have to start again. Or maybe break one of my rules and use some of the other people in the box, but then they were all rubbish Pokemon. So I was a little stressed, and I might have over leveled, and I bought a load of HP ups and things like that from Celadon City, which is nothing wrong with doing that. You can do that, but yeah, I spent all my money doing it. But I then maybe made it a little easy for myself, but I was so worried because I didn't want to get to the Nuzlocke and then have everyone faint, and then, have to basically start the series again. But it does add, it adds a challenge, which is obviously the whole point of it. And I did quite enjoy it at parts. That little extra bit of stress is doing it, or having to think a little bit more tactically than rather just bringing in someone super strong and then wiping the floor with everyone, which is kind of the normal approach to the Pokemon games. You just level your starter up and then wipes everyone out, and then get a couple of others that help. But yes, I do think it's... obviously it's an artificial challenge because there's no hard mode unless you get a hacked ROM. So it was a little bit of an artificial challenge, which meant it was not brilliant. There's some problems. There's even hardcore ones like where you can only use one Pokemon Center once and things like that. No, not for me. No intention of ever doing that. That is way too much, guys. Don't even ask me to do it. Please don't. Unless like a million of you are going to subscribe, then I'll do it, maybe. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble now. But yeah, it was a bit of an artificial sort of challenge. I didn't mind it, but, it was more just down to the extra stress it put on you, I think. You're just worried about your Pokemon getting taken out more than you were before. Whereas normally, you don't, because you just go to the Pokemon Center and revive them. So that was more the challenge. And obviously, you don't get a perfect team, because you can only catch the first Pokemon in each area. I got quite lucky with my Slowpoke and my early Caterpie. if I'm honest. And obviously playing Pokemon Yellow allowed it. I didn't take any legendaries. I fought all them and beat them, which I wanted to do. That was my choice. So yeah, I will play some more. I was thinking I might do like the third games of them. So I probably should have done Emerald as it. Go check out Pokemon Emerald if you haven't. It was the first time I ever played that game. But I played Pokemon Diamond. Go check that one out. Oh my god, I just have to go through them all. But no. I did Pokemon Diamond. Obviously, I did Pokemon Red. So now we've done Pokemon Yellow as a Nuzlocke. We'll do Pokemon Platinum as a Nuzlocke. Ruby and Sapphire we're probably not going to do. I might redo Emerald as a Nuzlocke if we get to that stage. But because I'm going to reveal my big plan, my big super plan, which is going to be for Gold and Silver, the Gen 2 games. So Crystal will be a Nuzlocke playthrough. But first, I'm going to play... Which way was I going to do? I was going to play Pokemon Gold, the original, and I'm going to play Soul Silver, the remake. And I'm going to play them at the same time. So effectively, I'm going to like try and release the videos for the same parts, the day after sort of thing. So we can watch me play the original and then see what changes in the remake. I think that's going to be fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to that. But guys, obviously it's a really short sort of little review about Nuzlocke. I knew it was going to be, I don't really have to do a full review, but I want to thank you for all the support on the series. Please do subscribe to the channel if you've not, so that we can see all the other games together and we can play through them. If you've got any questions or you've got any comments, do let me know below, and I'll catch you soon, guys. Cheers.